Good day, we are students from Harmony Science Academy of Dallas.
Our project is SeaPerch, a fully functioning underwater robot.
The principal science behind our project is buoyancy.
Buoyancy is a force that determines whether an object sinks or floats.
We want to make sure that our SeaPerch functions just like a submarine, with a neutral buoyancy so the robot does not sink or float.
Density is about balance.
This is persistent to our project because density is a measure of how much mass is contained in a measured volume.
We need to take air and water into account when calculating density.
Some of the materials we use when building our SeaPerch are
A PVC pipe,
A drill,
zip ties,
propeller,
film canisters,
and we must not forget our gloves and our safety goggles.
Do you know what I really love about this project?
What?
I love the history behind the science. In 212 BC, a Greek scientist named Archimedes developed what is known today as the Archimedes principle.
the Archimedes principle.
Yes, the Archimedes principle is the idea that there's a relationship between the volumes of a solid and the volumes of a fluid, which correlates with the density equation.
Archimedes also discovered that the buoyant force is equal to the weight of liquid displaced by the object. He was able to find the volume of the crown by measuring the buoyant force acting on it.
Yes, and then all he had to do was just divide the force by the density of the water, and thanks to him, future generations could apply this when constructing underwater objects. For our English portion, we kept a journal following us throughout our process of creating our SeaPerch.
Military submarines were heavily utilized during World War I.
Germany was able to sink more than 5,000 Allied ships throughout the war because of submarines.
In World War II, submarines were again used, but this time Japan had the upper hand and were known for their varied fleet of submarines.
During the Cold War, nuclear powers became in use, and this brought along Toonie and Barbaro.
The United States' first nuclear-powered submarine.
The origin of the name SeaPerch was first introduced by the USS Perch.
A highly decorated World War II U.S. submarine.
Submarines were the inspiration behind the establishment of our project.
This specific submarine was the first U.S. submarine named for the Perch,
We have learned a lot from doing the STEM project.
and are looking forward to seeing our SeaPerch in the water.
Thanks
Thank you
for
for
watching
watching
Harmony